Mr. Acquah.
Good morning. How are you doing, my brother?
Oh, God is still taking care of his children.
Yeah. After that story, I had to tell the public later on, but now, Yeah. Hey!
I am back.
Oh, we thank God.
I am back.
We thank God. We thank God.
We're happy to have you back.
Yes. Mamavi is also excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doctor's advice only. And on that note, let's bring you our Drive Safe campaign, which is brought to you by Joe News and Multimedia Group. It's supported by Toyota Ghana Company Limited, Toyota Superior Quality, and Imperial General Assurance Solid Protection. So make your vehicle's dashboard dimmer. The light emitted by most dashboard LEDs fitted in modern vehicles can be a source of unnecessary distraction and can also diminish your vision. Dimming dash lights will reduce the amount of light reflected off the windshield, thereby resulting in improved nighttime visibility. And that's how to ensure your safe arrival.
Right, so let's now learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Wheezy,
Kojo,
I hope you know we are now officially late.
Oh, stop being so dramatic. It'll just be a few more minutes.
Yeah, that's what you said almost an hour ago.
Well, I mean it this time. Just a few more minutes.
What choice do I have? I'll just sit here and console myself with the fact that you said it right, at least.
Well, what did I say right?
You said a few minutes instead of some few minutes.
Yes. That's another all too common mistake. The phrase a few refers to a small number or quantity of something. The word some also refers to an unspecified number or amount of something. So when you say some few, it's like saying an unspecified number of a small number of something.
And that is an unnecessarily large mouthful.
Right.
You're right, though. Words like a, some, and any are called quantifiers. A few is also a quantifier. So when you say some few, you're mixing quantifiers, and it just doesn't work. Just like your delay tactics don't work anymore. Anymore, I'm leaving without you.
Oh, I'm almost done. Oh, just a few.
Right, so that's how you said right. Time now for the news review right here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by Enterprise Life's Family Income Security Plan. Enterprise, your advantage, and Access Bank, more than banking. CompuGhana, passion for technology. But before we get into the news review, let's just bring you excerpts of what was discussed on Newsfile over the weekend on Galamsey.
The actors in this Galamsey business, they are so powerful and so well connected because it's a lot of money. So if you arrest one Galamseya and it's in police custody and they know that you are the DC that led the arrest, the number of calls that you receive transcends political lines. MP people will call you, NDC people will call you, influential people in society, chiefs will call you, clergy, imams, everybody calls you, speaking on behalf of the arrested Galamseya. So you ask yourself, we all know the effect of the negative of Galamsey on our environment. So how come that when you arrest a Galamseya, everybody wants to intervene on his or her behalf? That is where the problem, I think, comes from.
It scares you if you want to involve yourself in getting them arrested. Because they themselves know that the things that they are doing are illegal. They try as much as possible to create some barrier, to create some hazard on the way, which you, the one chasing them, may not know. And in case you rush into it, you are caught by chasing them, and then they will then run away.
The people come from all sorts of countries, come and do it. We repatriate them with immigration. I mean, how can you repatriate somebody and they come back? Whatever we do, they come back. When they come and they cannot get the gold, they turn into armed robbers and they are standing on our roadside, killing people and taking their money. This is where our problem is. So if we can get the boats and we can get more police people to patrol, they are doing their best. They are still having this problem all the time.
The state procures some drones for use to help in this Galamsey fight. Do you have some to help you in your patrol work since you have difficulty, crossing the river and the rest of them?
Yeah, we have two. We have two drones and we have trained 2 people to do that. But the two is not enough. The whole district is a very vast district. If we take them to Bamboy area or to Banankwanta or Tinga or to Dollar Power, which is across the river, it's just not enough. By the time we see that something is happening, we'll get there, they are gone. So this is our problem.
the gaping holes that they left. I should tell you that if the Mampo Assembly were to put their resources together for 10 years to reclaim the environment, they may not be able to successfully do that. That is how bad the situation is. They also came with some chemicals that they used to blast underground. When they were sent out, those chemicals are contained in large fertilizer bags lying in the bush. And the danger is that these can explode, especially when there is fire. As for the use of chemicals and the damage to the environment, it's something that I may not be able to quantify in terms of the cost involved and the health implications.
See, Nananom had all these rules and regulations that governed us. Samson, in everything you do in the palace, you should do it 3 times. Mm-hmm. You knock 3 times, agu. Even if they're going to pour a drink into your glass, it's 1, 2, 3. Everything was done in 3s to constantly remind you, the Nana, that where you sit, those unborn, those living, and those who have departed, you owe a responsibility to them. Oh, Yabosumsem, what have you replaced it with? So that we remember that as we live on this land, somebody would come and also occupy it. How come is it that we came and inherited 1,001 water bodies in this country, mint condition, waterfalls, lake, ponds, rivers, streams, 1,001. We inherited them pristinely. Meanwhile, the country was called Gold Coast, which means they were mining gold. Mm-hmm. And today, this is where we are. The more we educate ourselves, the more we say everything they did was hedonism. Every river was personified.
When we arrested them, we put them before court, and then the condition was that they should take the machines back to do reclamation. These are some of the chiefs. I took the chief aside. Okay. So we sent the low bed that we had, the one in the vest, had the low bed to carry the latest to the police station. Now we sat down with them that you cannot do this damage and go scot-free. All right. So go and then reclaim the land. So you realize that they are now doing the reclamation. So I got them to reclaim over 4 to 5 acres of the land that they had destroyed. I see. And this one, and yeah, it is a particular operation that we went to arrest the right in the center of town. This telecom. All right. And if you watch the footage, incidentally, the division commander's house was just at the other side. That issue also came up. That's the building there. Up there. Right. So that's the division commander's house there.
Oh, I see. The Galamsey is happening right in front of his house.
Right behind.
Oh, no.
About 130 meters away.
And there are also homes right there.
Yeah, homes right there.
That's what you mean by center of town.
Yes, and this is the financier of the Galamsey who was arrested. So I had to shout in the video, Commander, arrest him, that's Mofishaka. So it was this man who was arrested, and now we sent to Nkrofo police station, and then to the Axim Magistrate Court. And then the chief comes.
So that's his SUV up there?
Yeah, there's a police car. That's my SUV. Okay. That, the white one. Okay. So that's the police car. So he's been
he's taking into the police car.
But you see, he has all his boys working. So these are the members of DISEC, myself, who went to do the operation. So then we sent him to this last year, to 24th March, the 22nd March. We sent him to court on the 24th March. And then the chief comes in and then testifies on his behalf.
Wow. So, those are some comments on illegal mining, Galamsey, on Newsfile. Let's get into the papers, but maybe you want to say something briefly, Raymond?
I mean, what is happening close to the commander's house? Then you're wondering if we're still fighting Galamsey or Galamsey is fighting us.
Oh, no. I mean, I think that I have concluded the fight is a charade from all that we have heard and engaged on. Because at some point in time, if we do not change the people who are leading this fight, it will not work. If we do not crack the whip properly, you cannot convince me that, okay, we said that the Bosome Fair one has been suspended. But see how we manage that. See how we manage the Acquah mining thing. See how we have actually managed missing excavators. Till date, we don't know where 500 excavators, huge machines, have been in this country. And you are very convinced that we are fighting Galamsey.
Not at all.
Anyway, you let me go to what's in the graphic today so that that's Galamsey story. Let me bring that one first. Chiefs can't escape blame. Otunfo, that's for the fight against illegal mining. and staying with us too. For the president was there. He told the president to go out and tell success stories. And the president has also been talking about fixing and making sure Galamsey becomes a thing of the past. And he's saying he will end Galamsey before his term ends. That's 2024, right? So we still have 2 more years to end. The president is saying that he couldn't end Galamsey in 6 years, but in the last 2 years of his tenure, he has all the will and power and competence to end it. That's basically what he is saying. There are other stories too I should bring to your attention. Today, some over 553,000 students will be sitting the basic education certificate examination, and that's a big one in their lives anyway. IMF negotiations, UK, France, Germany commit to Ghana. Yeah, are they the ones negotiating on our behalf, or we are getting them? But apparently, they are saying that they're going to help us out of our economic crisis. And they told the finance minister, and he told us in this republic because he held meetings with them. Those are the stories on the front page of the graphic.
UK, is it the former finance minister? Because they were seen together. The discussions, was it held between
the one that has been removed, no?
Hours after that, one was fired.
Yes. The one that we say we don't want to cry, he says our father, so he will not go.
But Raymond, you didn't review the back page. Is there any, there's a sports story, isn't it?
Check your locals before you make your comments. You can read the story on
No,
the back
I mean the graphic.
Yes, the back page.
Oh, no, it's Partey must improve on performance.
Okay.
I know the story I'm looking for, but it's not here.
It's not here, okay.
Yeah. It is somewhere, I know.
Check your own standing before you come. The Ghanaian Times
You start
newspaper,
responding to a matter that you have not.
Front page of the Ghanaian Times, I will end Galamsey before end of tenure. President Akufo-Addo assures Omni-Basic Bank supports economy with 714 million Ghana cedis, post 36.9 million Ghana cedis profit in Q3. Bosome Freho DC suspended over Galamsey activities. Raymond, you touched on it. According to the local government's ministry, they are investigating this matter, the video in which he was encouraging Galamsey illegal mining, essentially. On the back page of the paper, this is the story that you're looking for. Miracle that never was as hearts crash out of Africa. I mean, it was a huge task for the Phobians, which proved impossible, but we never say die until, of course, the bones are rotten. But the last group of people to comment on our loss will be Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Is that in the paper?
Yes.
Well, later on the show, we'll play this Kwade song, Okonfo song, Kwade Part 2. And we'll play that song for Accra Hearts of Folk. But let's get to the finder for this morning. Stakeholders make inputs into 2023 budget. YE employs over 6,000 community health workers. NSS boss urges newly posted personnel to accept postings. And my government is building 32 hospitals in Ashanti, President Akufo-Addo says as he commissions 60-bed hospital.
Now, the New Crusading Guide is reporting this morning that YEA, the Youth Employment Agency, is employing 6,000 community health workers across 16 regions of Ghana. Okay, we still have money to employ people. That sounds interesting. Anyway, Buankra inland port to be completed by March 2024. This inland port, go first time.
I tell you,
this country.
Every budget we will talk about it.
Anyway, but 2024 March. That's when we are going to complete this.
We'll be here.
Yeah, we will count the days and months. The other one, Ajay Mensa calls out performs all appointees in Bono region. This is an NDC executive talking there. And government engages stakeholders on 2023 budget. And food is too expensive. Dr. Jacob Safo is the one complaining. I think this complaint there. The PhDs are not the ones only complaining. No, we the ordinary people of this republic, every single day, you realize that you're spending more and more of your income on food. Sometimes it's so shocking that your food choices even have to decline for you to eat the same thing. Sometimes we were being told that we should choose local staples. Me, I predominantly consume local staples, but still, it's still expensive.
Well, it will be expensive because
I tried fufu some Saturday. I was so disappointed.
The taxes on the fufu.
No, there are no taxes. But you see, Raymond, the person you're buying the fufu from, the person who's selling the fufu, also has responsibilities. Now, he or she would meet those responsibilities from the sale of fufu. So, if that's the only business, how is the person going to, deal with other responsibilities if he or she does not increase the prices. And so I will maybe asking questions. I mean, how does inflation, it affects everything?
That's true. Yeah, but if the prices are not going up, there's no inflation, really.
Yeah.
So it's reflecting that. Now, I know we should share burden sharing, right? Yeah, but some people are being overburdened by the burden sharing. Others are cruising nicely in the same burden sharing industry.
Check the bread you're buying. I mean, bread was what, 10 cedis went to 12, 15. I buy bread now for 17, and I don't blame the bread seller. She says flour has gone up, the price is almost doubled. There's the margarine. It has to be 1 bag to 1 bucket of margarine. People are not doing that. So if the price is not going up, then the quality may come down. The gas is also expensive because that's what they use in baking the bread.
It might be terrible, but at some point, when mold starts appearing on your bread, it means that, Charlie, you should throw that thing away. But
you cut that side off.
Oh, Charlie.
You cut that side off. And, let me we'll come back to all of these issues later on the show.
One story in the Daily Guide newspaper wanted to bring the BNFT. Well,
no, just telling you that as a son of a baker, I understand when flour prices are going up.
Okay.
We can't do anything. We have to increase it. After all, that's what we also used to feed.
Well, let this be last IMF, says former President Mahama. He says, as we go to the IMF this time around, it should be the very last one to seek a bailout. According to him, the current arrangement by the government to secure $3 million support to help re-anchor economic stability of the country ought to be the last one in the history of the nation. But we all know, we've heard this before. We will go again.
Well, you may be right. We definitely may find ourselves back with the IMF. The Business and Financial Times, GSE attains full membership status with World Federation of Exchanges. Iron ore mining to start by 2025, GISDEC CEO. And Ghana Rubber Estate pushes for ban on exports of raw rubber as it makes 668,000 euros dividend payments to government, and boss to tap into $970 million oil re-export market. And Backpage says Sam Okujetu and Associates is 50 years.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Next year, the leader of the bar, the chambers itself will be 60 years at the bar.
Yeah, that's Sam Okujetu.
Anyway.
Well, so to the young kids who are writing their first major exam today, last year we recorded a number of incidents, impersonation. People went to the exam hall with mobile phones and others. We pray that they will resist all temptation to do what is not allowed. Let's go online now. Online news reviews brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest. Oil, good energy, and a big old drink.
And have you linked your Ghana card to your Zenith Bank account? No? What are you waiting for? Do it the easy way. Simply visit zenithbank.com.gh and look out for the Ghana card advert and linkage tab on the homepage. Link your card to your account today. It's easy, quick, and very convenient. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
And Goil, your oil marketing company of choice, keeps making life ever so convenient. Goil now accepts Momo for all fuel purchases at key selected stations. Just remember to Momo it at Goil. That's not all. You can also use your bank card to buy fuel at Goil, and this is made possible by ABSA. So drive to Goil stations now, buy your fuel, pay by Momo or a bank card, and you are good to go. Goil, good energy. Goil, yeah, dear.
Now, MyJoyOnline.com this morning, my government will eradicate Galamsey, President Akufo-Addo. Let's see what's on citynewsroom.com. Nana Grada trial continues today. If you get on to CNN, Uganda announces lockdown as Ebola cases rise.